thank goodness. There's the video. Swearing with it.
There we go. No, welcome to episode 5 of the Music Bingo podcast.
Yeah, every time I say whatever the number is, it's like, really? 5 already? But yeah, it's 5 already, I guess.
Yeah, 5 super interesting hosts, different stories.
Yeah.
Another one today.
Yeah, today should be pretty crazy. And both of our time zone. Yeah, they're in your time zone, so we're not branching out to the US today. Awesome. Yeah. We don't have any updates, although there's one in the queue that's going soon, which will be that co-host view is switching to something called Sidekick, and we'll be able to manage the lobby and everything as well. So should be able to put something out. That should be out tomorrow, I think. Well, maybe we'll save that for next time.
Yeah.
Outside of that, we should just get started.
Yeah,
let's bring them in.
Hey.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Morning.
Evening. We're evening, Sean.
Yeah, evening.
How are you all?
Yeah, really,
Good, thank you.
really excited to be here on your podcast. Thank you for letting us all come on and talk about.
I think this is my first ever podcast.
Same.
Oh,
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
First time.
that's exciting.
Yeah.
There's nothing to it, I can tell you, because literally this is as casual as it gets. So pretty much just agree to meet and talk. And that's why we get Gemma to kick things off, because I just will ramble and make it awkward otherwise.
No, so obviously the Music Bingo podcast is about any kind of music bingo host. We have a range of people from pubs, bars, work events, corporate. But I think you guys are our first and only YouTube hosts. So if you want to introduce yourselves and how you host and a bit about your YouTube channels.
Yeah. So I'm Del.
I'm Jen.
We're called Get Binky, which stands for Do What Makes You Happy. Our YouTube channel is predominantly about travel and particularly Florida. So we'd like to show you hotels, restaurants, attractions from Disney, Universal Studios. And that's pretty much how our channel kind of found over to the lovely.
Hi, I'm Claire. I'm Claire. My channel's Disscot, and I do mainly travel as well, focusing on Disney, but have been lots of other places as well. And I just try and give travel tips to help people plan their upcoming holidays.
So I remember the first video that I watched from Claire. We watched.
Yeah. It was you and your mum.
Yeah, Claire and her mum went to
Disney.
Florida, but it wasn't like a normal vlog. It was a massive hour-long compilation of all of the highlights.
Yeah, it was amazing.
We watched it, I think, 3 times before I messaged Claire to say that was phenomenal. Like, we had all of the feels, the way that it was edited, obviously caught my attention as well. And yeah, just before the pandemic hit, we started to speak to Claire more and more. We noticed we had more things in common, started swapping like editing stories, you know, have you got this trick or that trick? And then the pandemic hit, and it was kind of like, how can we use our time to keep other people within this community busy? Give them something to do, something to help distract, take their minds off of this pandemic, because I was conscious, certainly with our channel, that I had so much content from Florida to edit and produce, but I didn't want to share that because it weren't the right time. It was at the beginning of the pandemic, everyone was scared and worried for obvious reasons because we didn't have the vaccines. People were losing their minds. You couldn't buy toilet roll. You went crazy. So we felt it was necessary to come up with something that was a fun distraction. So we started off with quizzes, and then that quickly progressed into doing some stuff for various charities. And then that naturally progressed into an email that we received from Gemma. And I freaked out when I first got it because it was so coincidental that a week before we received the email, I was asking some friends, look, we would love to do bingo, but how do we make it work? How can we do that? How is it even possible? And then this email turns up from Rockstar Bingo. I'm like, what the heck? Like, Google's listening again? You know, Sorry, and then it had the magical words Disney and music. And I was like, oh my god, you've got me. Like I don't even need to read anything else. You kind of got me. And at that exact moment in time, Claire and I were working on a huge charity quiz, massive charity quiz. And I remember because Claire and I, we probably talk too much when we're piecing quizzes.
Yeah.
Way too much. And I remember ringing Claire and saying, Claire, I've got this email. You're not going to believe it, but I'm going to tell you about it, but we can't talk about it until we finish doing the quiz. So I just remember sharing screens, opening up this email, and it was, hey, Gemma from Rockstar Bingo. There's it's this fantastic, new, exciting experience which you can provide to your audience. They can all be involved and hear the music and play bingo at the same time. Are you interested? And I just remember talking to Claire about it and then saying, we can't talk about it till we finish making this quiz because we'll get distracted.
Yeah.
So I didn't, and you did.
Yeah. Remember some of the weird, not rules, but the weird, how we, the Joffreys.
Yeah, the Joffreys. Yeah, that's why I've had a whole crate of Joffrey shipped to my house because they'll break the rules so much.
Wow. You throw me under the bus. Claire, maybe what the Joffrey's rules are, because people are probably thinking, what are you even going on about?
So the Joffrey's rule is that while we're working on like a bingo or a quiz, because we've got so much to do, and we might start talking about lots of different things, we're not allowed to. But if someone breaks the Joffrey's rule, then you owe that person a Joffrey's. So whenever we're in Florida together, we have to buy them a Joffrey's. So I've lost count of how many Joffrey's Dale owes me.
Oh, it's too much.
What is a Joffrey?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah.
You can't get it in the UK. It's like the best coffee ever invented.
In Disney, we always
Joffrey's.
get it.
Yeah. This is the coffee that coffee would order if it could. It's so good.
Okay. Noted.
No, I've seen, because they have the really nice packets, don't they? It comes in like the most lovely coffee wrapper.
They like lure you in, absolutely lure you in. So once we finished the charity quiz, we raised like over £1,000 for a children's hospital in the UK, Great Ormond Street. Then all of our attention went on to Rockstar Bingo, and we didn't know how to deliver it straight away. We had to really figure out how to present this, how to do it where the audience know what to do straight off the bat at the same time as us trying to even host it. And it was all new to us doing it in this way, because obviously with quizzes, people will see on their screen the question and, multiple choice answers. But bingo wasn't like that at first. It was, what are they going to see? And I remember we actually had the lyrics to the song coming up at the side of some videos. Yeah, like that came up. And one of the first bingos that we did, we actually had someone privately message us saying, you do realize that those weren't the song lyrics. And someone else messaged saying, you do realize that those lyrics were offensive. And I was just like, oh my God, okay, I get what you're saying. So I looked back and I was like, oh my God, this is like, we can't have that. No, we have to.
But you and Claire are really technical. You work together so good. Like both your ideas that bounce off each other, you two just collab so good technically, like with how you do everything.
I'm going to admit that the technical side is definitely more Claire, 100%. If there's an issue, Claire will figure out. There's no, I'm not going to take any credit for that. Even though one time we cancelled a bingo because we realized there weren't no sound, and it was the most stupidest reason we've ever had. I can't freaking believe it, and even confessing it. But basically, it was just the volume on Skype was turned down. But we went through everything trying to find this problem, and we had so many people waiting to play along, and we had to send a message of disappointment because the volume went on. But we figured it out. We did.
It's usually the simplest reasons.
Yeah,
The,
switch it off, switch it on. It didn't work.
This is after an hour. Was it an hour or was it 2 hours? Because Claire and I, we went through all the major stuff first.
Mhm.
And you
Something
actually,
simple, wasn't it?
yeah, it was just that. I mean, I was breaking a
Yeah.
sweat. Like, come on.
Oh,
No, the lots of people won't know this, but Jen and I, we've actually never met Claire. We've
No,
only
no.
ever spoken, online and through,
Video.
it's a fantastic friendship. I don't know anyone else
Mhm.
that we would have ever of done this with, who, has the same kind of mindset as us, which is let's see what we can do to help other people
Mhm.
rather than
Yeah.
use our channel just to show videos of what we did previously in Florida. Let's bring families together. And it was great because it's not just families in the UK, this is worldwide. Rockstar Bingo has allowed so many people from wherever to
Yeah.
all take part in a game at the same
Mhm.
time.
We've had so many different destinations like California,
Yeah.
Canada, Argentina. I can't remember because we always
So
ask
many.
our audience, "Oh, where are you from tonight?"
Yeah, tell us where you're from. And you know what? Because of Rockstar, music brings people together.
I think it makes
Mhm.
your mood and you're
Yeah.
just happy. Well, I usually am.
We have incorporated the drinking game, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
a
Yeah.
little feature that we
Never hurts.
with,
Yeah.
Claire's ideas, get everyone drunk.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't know how to say really. I mean, we could probably talk for England.
No. No, we've got some questions for you. We want to eke out all the juicy goss from your bingo games. So no.
Yeah, you're right.
No, obviously, you've done playlists from Disney. You've got Cheese coming up. You've done 80s. What would you say each of you is your favorite era of music? I mean, if you could host any music bingo game, what era would you choose, or what kind of music?
No, you're ready for this, Claire. I can feel it.
Yeah, Claire would be cheesy.
Actually, cheesy is the one that I am most excited about for two reasons. One, it's great fun, but two, watching Dale suffer will be so enjoyable.
This is why it's one of the last ones.
You believe it as much as you
so
can.
many though. Like,
Yeah.
I like lots of genres. Like, I love the Disney. I loved the Universal, like film one.
Yeah.
But then I
that's
like
good.
the club one that we did.
Yeah.
There's too many to choose from.
I didn't like that club one very much.
Which one?
The club one.
The club one.
I love the club one.
I did.
I know you did.
Loved it. It's brilliant. I mean, I like anything that's hype. It doesn't matter if it's rock and roll, old school, 80s, anything that's people know and love and can get a good vibe from. That's what I like. There has been a couple of playlists that we actually asked some of the audience to make for us, and the songs are amazing, but they're unique to them, and they're not hype. And I think the power of Rockstar Bingo is giving people that energy, that party vibe, that Saturday night kind of feel in their in their living rooms or wherever they are.
Always love to see their pictures or videos.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so many.
Even like Halloween, I thought we might have had a little bit more, but like we dressed up for Halloween.
Yeah,
that was just cool.
I think the truth is we are predominantly hosting these events on Saturday or Fridays and Saturdays, and where so much is now open, like I can't fault anyone for wanting to to go out. So the fact that usually we get around 100 is low for us, but that's kind of where we're hitting it. And we're hitting that on such popular days. I mean, as a kid, why would you want to listen to the telly when you can go out trick-or-treating on last weekend? You just wouldn't. You would go out. So the fact that we still had so many families tuning in because they want to hear their name, they want to hear their songs being played, they want some of their stories to be shared. I just love it. I love the fact that music brings so many people together, and obviously Rockstar have come along and created this way to do that, and it's a fun way. I mean, who doesn't love bingo? Combine that with music, it's a freaking hit.
Yeah.
Oh no! So we've got cheese. We've got a mix from Jen and Del. What was your playlist of choice?
Oh, I'm going to be honest. I haven't really done what I want to do. Not yet.
Well, what is your favourite bit?
What is it?
Well, okay. So favourite one has to probably be Get Binky versus Disscot. So it was a mixture of tunes that Jen and I absolutely love.
Yeah.
And sadly some of Disscot. Which she hates me because I skipped the Take That song.
You quite often skip the songs I like.
Yeah.
Because I can see the list and I'm like...
She's upset because we played on another time, another Take That song come on, and I think the audience only heard the second of it.
Yeah. And I'm hyping it up in the comments, here comes a good song.
Yeah, and the thing is, when we're hosting, there's a particular screen where the audience can't see Claire, but we can always see Claire throughout the entire stream. And Claire's singing her heart out to this Take That song. So I've just hit the button unnoticed her, full screen, full on freaking singing the heart out. But the audience didn't hear music. They only heard Claire.
But he promised no one could hear me. He promised.
Love it. Made me so happy. But yeah, a playlist I'd like to do one day. It's very, I don't know, it's old school UK garage, R&B, jungle, hip hop, drum and bass, that kind of from the vinyl collection almost, because
take us back to when we were 14.
Yeah, like my first job was actually in a record shop. I didn't get paid money, I got paid in records. So I used to work for Elusive Vinyl, and the guy over there, Steve Nash, was up and coming house DJ in Ibiza, and he was like, I can teach you how to mix. So I was like, I'm in. Let's do it. So my collection went massive. I had probably about 1,000 vinyls. So we ended up selling that, which was a huge mistake.
No, but we bought our first house.
Yeah. It's true. It's like selling my soul, selling my vinyl collection.
I had to sell my car.
We did it. So you can imagine my delight when all of a sudden Rockstar, the email from Gemma, Rockstar Bingo comes through, and it's just like, hey, we're gonna have an interactive game, Bingo, that you guys can use on your YouTube channel with Disscot, and it's all about the music. And I was like, wow, I'm in. Sold.
Oh. No. So would you ever host a bingo with your tunes, Del?
I would love to. I would absolutely love to. I think some of our audience will love it. They will love it. They'll be surprised. Some of them won't have a freaking clue.
I think people...
We know there's a little army of Shazammers out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, they love the Shazam. They're like, we don't know the song, but we just Shazam the hell out of it.
Yeah. It's hard, isn't it? Because you go...
I won't name any names, but there's a family of 5, and the dad's role is to stand next to the TV with Shazam. So he will literally stand there with his phone like this, and he will shout to his wife and kids what the song's called, so they can press it.
Really?
Yeah. I just thought that was amazing.
They want to win.
Yeah, they did. They did. Like, oh, we shouldn't tell you this, Del, but we want to win. If I had something like this, a prize like what you guys have, like, incredibly given us this opportunity to even do this, I would be Shazamming the crap out of it as well. Sorry. Yeah.
Is it not like got to play for 20 seconds? Could you not like do it in 19? Next song.
Yeah. So we're really looking forward to the next one, because obviously Claire has made this. So this one, I'm really hoping that we're going to have Claire at the forefront of this one, so I can hide.
Well, I think you should be in the second camera so people can see you squirm.
They will.
No, sorry, Sean, you go.
I was just gonna say, when is the next one, and how many until the big draw? Or is because you're doing like one a month now instead of weekly, obviously, right? So
Yeah, so we've got this Saturday at 7 UK time will be Claire's Ultimate Cheese playlist. And then the big one will be on Friday, the 3rd of December. But we are very
hoping to squeeze
spontaneous.
in.
We do love to just randomly wake up and say, do you know what? We're not going out tonight. It's raining, it's cold, it's whatever. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
And still to this day, I can't believe how many people will still come and join in, even when we don't give anyone notice. In fact, we have complaints from people telling us,
why didn't you tell us?
They need more notice. You know, it just makes me feel so good from the work that, you know, Claire and we've all put in, and Gemma as well, in bringing such happiness in a crazy 2 years of a pandemic. And it might seem like such a small thing, and I keep saying it, but the power of music really helps people with their emotions, bring people together, makes them feel good. And that's why we love the playlist to be upbeat and bring those vibes.
Yeah. Oh, that sums it up really nicely. But no, obviously some of our listeners here probably won't know much about the competition you're hosting. So you've been hosting Rockstar Bingo for coming up to how long now? Probably
I feel like
7,
8
8 months.
Was it March?
Yeah, I'd say since March. I feel like we were like, thankfully, as soon as the email come through, we were in. So I feel like we've been with Rockstar since the beginning of like the app, so to speak, and we've seen all of the changes coming through.
Yeah.
But yeah, Claire, mention the prize. I love how you say it.
It's a 2-week stay at our Disney place in Orlando, Florida. Thanks to Rockstar Bingo, and we've also got $300 to spend at Walt Disney World and $300 to spend at Universal Studios.
Wow.
That's plus other stuff.
So everyone that wins one of your bingos obviously goes through to that final big game in December. How many people have you got now in that?
Oh my gosh, it's easily over 40 households.
Oh wow.
No, it's only 36 on the email. Yeah.
So probably close to 40 by the time it comes.
More opportunities left, especially with being spontaneous.
Yeah, well, I've got a little playlist up my list that we went to.
So how does the finale work? Are you going to do a music bingo night with just those 40 families? Is that how it works?
Well, the way that because I was interested in how you two kind of arranged it. So basically, the people that have got through will only get the code, but then anyone can watch. So other people that have, you know, played previously but not through, they can watch, but they can't play.
Yeah.
Just go through.
We've also got a golden buzzer left.
Yeah, and we want to really make it like clear to people. You know, Claire and I are going to start building the final one. I think tomorrow we're making our first kind of real start on it, but we really want people who are watching this one to know this is all because of Rockstar Bingo. So an idea that we had was the video that Gemma, your partner, made, which we play on every single show. We want that continuously on the loop. Like, we want people to see our Disney place and where they're going to be staying and how freaking awesome it is, especially the Star Wars room. Mind blowing. Yeah, it's awesome. Cool. Yeah, it's literally so on the doorsteps of Disney. It's like, it's the best prize ever.
Yeah. No, it's so exciting. I can't wait. Hopefully me and my partner are going next year. Obviously Sean's hopefully out in Florida next year.
Great.
Have you both?
March,
you've got.
We're hoping.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got ours booked.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would love to host a Rockstar on a freaking plane. I really would. Like, you know what I mean? If they let me, I'll freaking do it. I would.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
Contact Virgin Atlantic. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah. Or from their airport lounge, from somewhere Virgin.
Honestly, if they gave it the green light, I would happily do it. I mean, yeah, I love it. I think it's great. It's fantastic.
Airlines will be tough, but it's getting there. I think by the pool,
Wi-Fi.
like when I go to Bahama Bay in March, I've already talked to the HOA association, and I'm planning to just like run it for a night or two out by the pool, like because they're gonna have speakers. They're like, I'll just do this for free because it's just fun. It's a perfect place, right? There's gonna be music by the pool. There's drinks by the bar.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So,
cool.
Yeah, people love it. I think, because of the.
Well, they did that in Barbados as well, didn't they?
They did,
They
yeah.
played music by the pool.
mhm.
No, so if because me and Sean always talk about this, we talk about places bingo could be held, like sports venues and radio station, but I always come back to, I think it would be amazing if Rockstar Bingo or somebody hosted Rockstar Bingo at the outdoor theatre at Disney Springs, where you often have the band or the DJ. I think that would be amazing there.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
cool. I mean, if there was ever any opportunity, whether it's Disney Springs, the top of the Velocicoaster, I'm in. Like, there's not really many places you can stick me in that environment where I would be happy to do it, because I just think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Top of the Star Flyer?
Not that.
Yeah, no. Where else do you think would work for Rockstar Bingo in terms of whether it be Florida, whether it be a pub? I mean, have you ever thought of hosting Rockstar Bingo in person rather than on YouTube?
We have, haven't we?
Mhm.
Like, we always say that we'd love to do like a Disney Universal meetup, but it's organising it and finding space, and obviously lately everything's been closed.
Yeah.
So maybe next year, and even you said if they've got the internet and they've got the facilities, then I think it'd be a really good night.
So we have a friend of ours. He's looking at buying a pub, and he showed us some photographs of the beer garden. And straight away, I'm like, this is huge. This is a massive space. This is perfect for a potential UK mini D23 style event, with the finale of the day being Rockstar Bingo game, and live streamed, live in person. Also very close to us is a very, very picturesque barn, which we need to go and see.
Yeah, near us.
That would also make a great space. I don't know about in theme parks, but then at the same time you get long queues. So imagine Thorpe Park, for example. People are in those queues for potentially an hour.
Yeah.
So everyone, all the youngsters nowadays have AirPods, all the rest of it. If there was a way of having that through there and still playing the app at the same time we're in a queue line, I think that could be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Totally. We've talked about that a bit, like the lines. Do they play different music in every ride's line? They do, right? Because it's kind of themed to the ride.
Yeah.
So they could run like games all over the place. Yeah, I've seen people playing that L game where they.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we should try to do. Compete with the L app. That's our objective.
But the thing is, look at where Rockstar Bingo is now compared to when it first started. Like when we was first ever hosted, like we were getting so many messages saying the user felt it was frustrating if somebody called bingo and we couldn't get it off quick enough. But now
we've seen it grow. We've seen it grow.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, but you guys have made it work. One update at a time. I mean, nothing's ever spot on the very first time. But now it's flawless. It works great. Interface looks amazing. You've added the branding options as well. For people who host it and make the playlist, just the fact that you can choose where the song kicks in from is a massive help.
Yeah.
And you can put it by the second.
Yes, you just have to Google it.
Oh, you should have heard. It sounded like we were writing a Morse code. We'd be like, right, I want it coming at 37 seconds. What is that in milliseconds? It's like 1, 0, 3, 4, 5. It used to take us like 2 hours just to put the playlist together. And sometimes there would be the same song twice. And we were we can't go back. Like it's staying in there.
Yeah. So talking of features. Oh, sorry, Sean, you go.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Jen.
I was going to say, in terms of features, obviously we've added a fair few along the way. If you could add anything else to Rockstar Bingo in terms of, the interface or how it works, what people see, anything, what would you add to it?
I think that you have a loyal fan base and it's growing by the week, by the month. I think if people can create their own profile, so maybe how the app looks to them. People love customization. People love, oh, I've got this color, I've got that color, or mine looks like this. Or, perhaps if they hit a square, it makes a particular noise, or, whatever it is, or it might do a funky flash. Just anything that something needs to keep happening on that screen. Because if their song doesn't come, or
they're just looking at a card.
Yeah. So that, it sounds very minor, but you want this to become even more addictive, even more fun.
Addictive. We talk about that kind of feature internally all the time, and whether we should get folks information, and we shied away from it because a lot of folks don't want to share it. And so what do you do when they do and when they don't? It's a fine line, and also it just adds more steps to join. So because we love the idea that like joining is instantaneous, basically, right? So we need to still work that one through. So keep the feedback coming, because I think it's going to happen. Like for sure, some of the stuff I still want to do is have people be able to muck with others. So I want to be able to see that Claire's doing well in the game, and I want to throw like bird poop on her screen, and so she can't see her screen for 2 seconds, right? Like I want features like that, so that you can actually, because if you could cheat with Shazam, why can't you cheat with like obscuring someone else's success? But that's a fine line, because if the prize is good, like you wouldn't want to do that for this family, 40 families, where all of a sudden someone can't play.
We do tease people, because I'll skim through the cards and say like, oh, there's like 2 to go. Obviously, if there's 100 people playing, it takes me a while to skim through them, and I get it wrong sometimes. But I usually have a good idea of how close we're getting, and we'll tease them and say, oh, only 2 to go.
I love that. I like the idea that what if potentially us as the host, like if I know that I'm going to play a song longer than what I usually do, imagine there was an ability to what you just described, for us to hit a button and it would not wipe their phone, but it would display, it'll go really blurry. So there's a little bit of a panic to, I can't see what the thing is, but I know this song, it's this one, for example.
Yeah, we were going to call that beer goggles, right? Like instead of you had like 7 beers and you're just kind of fuzzy, like just do that. It'll happen, because I'm a 5-year-old. I just don't know when. And I don't know. It's weird, because I love playing the game. Like we use it every week ourselves with the band and everything. And then I have to think about the design of it, and we're thinking about like people's personal information, like what line do you cross, right? And we get so many requests for features, and we have to filter them through what's best for the host. Like really, all I care about is the host's experience, because they're the ones putting themselves out there, right? Like you're on the spot.
Thank you.
So
in terms of the data that's collected, I don't know if it's easy to just simply add an option of, look, if you play Rockstar Bingo often, create your profile, and the more games you play, the more points you get, and perhaps there's another feature down the line for someone who has logged in, who has been collecting points.
So there's options, maybe.
Either
create an account, or maybe just play if you just playing off one.
Because then you still have that, like what I love about Rockstar is the simplicity to join. There's no freaking fab. Here's the code, let's get going. But I think especially with our audience, if they knew that they could create their own unique profile and customize it in certain ways, and different things can happen, because FOMO is real. So if we were and using the beer goggle effect, and other people who haven't made a profile missing out because we're all laughing at the beer goggle mode, that might entice them to join and take the next step, because it's FOMO.
Ultimately it's a choice, so they could just choose not to, and they just miss out on certain features.
Exactly.
That's interesting. You guys mentioned the code. Are you using the custom join screen, like where you just send that out, or you're still using the
we
code?
haven't yet. No, we need to. We certainly need to try that. You just give me another idea for, do you know when we give the code out and people they've just logged in and essentially they're waiting for us to connect them into the lobby to accept. Is there an opportunity for yourselves to have like some buttons along the top that says, like us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, write a review, give us a thumbs up, as in make it really easy for the user while they're waiting in that lobby to hit an additional button.
Yeah, like a like button.
That will help your good selves.
That's a good idea.
That's really good. So we tied our support form to WhatsApp. No, not WhatsApp. Crisp. And so I'm getting alerts at like 2 a.m. No, I don't know when it is. Anyway, there's games going on in Scotland, and these women keep just sending photos of themselves partying, and it's coming into our support system, which is very distracting. So I don't know why they've chosen to send it through our support channel, but
it's not on the support. It's not actually on the support channel. So they're obviously tagging Rockstar Bingo in their Instagram stories. That comes through as a message, doesn't it?
Right.
So like when someone tags you in a story, it comes as a message. So Sean's obviously at the other end thinking, "Oh, I'm getting all these pictures."
That's exactly what's happening. Yeah.
No,
right.
It's just
a lot.
Oh, that's so cool. I had another just random idea, just on the spot, random idea.
Go on then.
So, because our games usually last for over an hour, we usually have like a 5-minute kind of break. Is there? I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but I'll just say it. What if someone on who has the app open, Rockstar Bingo, and in that break time, they can easily take a photo of themselves or a video of themselves to send to the host right there and then, to be like, hey, look at Mr. and Mrs. Smith, they're playing along tonight. Or hey, look at this, who's playing tonight? Send us a quick clip. But it needs to almost have like the camera or the video icons on that screen. So if they want to do it that way rather than closing the app, because you don't want that. But there may be a way that we can see their picture and then share that live right there and then. And it just, people, I find with YouTube especially, when people comment and you read out their names, it makes them feel good. It's Jen, you're right. It's interaction.
Yeah.
Times that with showing their photo or video, boom, it's even more interaction.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Because our focus is you, the host, we'd want those likes to go to you. So we'd have to set it up in such a way that like it's going to work for you, right? I can appreciate that it would help get the game out there, but the game's going to get out there anyway by having hosts be the ambassadors. So yeah, I just got to figure. Yeah, interesting. I totally agree with the concept. Just I keep coming back to the why and the purpose of the app, and if we have a lot of hosts that don't want it to say Rockstar Bingo at all, right? Because they want it to be their show, and we're like,
right,
go to it. We're not going to make a different domain for it because that's a whole other thing. But outside of that, make it your own, right? It's a fine line because it's very tempting to just be a host and build a network of hosts too. But I'm purposely not doing that here because I don't want to compete against the very people that we're trying to support too. So I don't know, don't want to speak out of turn, but with Get Binky and Disscot, or for the last 2 years, we've been, how can we help others? And we're so grateful for this opportunity with yourselves. That to us, it's natural for us to be like, it's thanks to Rockstar Bingo. It's thanks to this that this has all been made possible. So, being completely honest, hosting this on Get Binky doesn't necessarily grow our channel, because as soon as we stop the stream, because of copyright, it stops. So I can honestly say that we've been doing this for the community, as a thanks to Rockstar for this incredible opportunity that we've been given. So when we're live, we love to showcase how grateful we are and what we're doing to help others, people that are really struggling right now and helping to bring families together. So
it was a conscious choice for Get Binky to not release videos on Florida, but using that channel, or our channel, and with Disscot, of course, to do some good. So yeah, and I just see it as that's been made possible through Rockstar.
Yeah, I mean that's the best kind of host to have. But there's a whole group of business people that are viewing it based on, and so there's this fine line. We almost need like, I don't know. I'm with you 100%. I love that.
Yeah.
I feel like my purpose in life is to help others. So I'm fulfilling that here by helping you folks help people too, right? So that's cool. But yeah, you got to still pay the bills. So in the traditional sense.
It would be so easy for us to flip the script and to, you know, really drive it to be like subscribe, and all this kind of stuff. But I can't even remember the last time I even said subscribe.
No. We try and get likes and stuff like that, but we just do it because we like doing it. Like, still got full-time jobs.
Yeah, that's the trouble. Yeah, full-time. Even like Claire will attest to this. The amount of days off from work that I've had to ensure that we are good. Like, I can't put into context how many hours we put into each and every one to because it's a show. It really is a show.
In the first lockdown, I was off work. I wasn't in work, and I still worked. It was like I worked more than I would have worked had I been at work because I was building all this.
What lockdown?
It was exactly that. You know, people ask, "Oh, how was lockdown?" You know, busy. We didn't stop. You know, we didn't stop. And when you receive the messages, like for example, we had a message from a female saying that she unfortunately caught COVID and was in hospital, and she was told that she wasn't going to make it. And what was helping her was knowing that her two children and her husband were keeping occupied while she was in hospital. And I remember being live, and we got the message to say that she's pulled through and she's made it. And in fact, a couple of weeks after that, she actually won a game. So their family is through to the final. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's a good story, isn't it? Because it's like it brings happiness to people, and I think especially throughout lockdown when all there kind of was Netflix, your phone, and a laptop. I mean, using it to speak to someone was what was the best part of it, wasn't it?
Yeah. Do you know? She won't mind me mentioning her name, but there's a woman who lives on her own. She's a little bit older. She's like your mum, sort of. You know, that's how I perceive her. Her name's Paula Burns, and she's never, ever played along because she doesn't know how to, bless her.
But she's never missed one.
Exactly.
No, she's never.
This is company for her. Like, she can comment in the YouTube comments, but this is not therapy. That's the wrong word to use. But
her interaction, because she was home alone for quite a while.
Yeah. In fact, her daughter rang her to check in on her, and she said, "I've got to go. Disscot and Get Binky are on." I couldn't believe it.
But we've had people cancel plans because of the bingo.
Yeah.
I've had someone message me. Someone message me today saying they're absolutely devastated they can't make the bingo on Saturday because they're going to see Frozen the musical in London.
In fact, I kid you not, someone has messaged us. I won't name names. Someone has messaged us saying, would we consider changing the date of the final? And another one's message to say, we're in Florida during the final, but we're going to play from the Magic Kingdom. Like, that's how much they want to win this prize.
That's amazing. Really, both in Florida?
Yeah, they're going to be in Florida. Recently got engaged, and they're going to be in Magic Kingdom. That's their plans. And when we're live, they're going to play along. I was like, you're mad. But yeah.
I'm just imagining them on Splash Mountain now, like trying to keep their phone in their hand, not getting wet.
It's like this final is probably going to be over an hour long because we want to try and show some highlights and bits and pieces along the way. And I wouldn't be like, me personally, if I was in Florida already in the Magic Kingdom, I would not I would not be tuning in for an hour if you're already there. But
Hey, no, we want everyone to tune in.
if I'm in Florida, you know, I love that place. But you know what? I guess to sum it up is it kind of shows the level that people will go to be to be part of it and continue. Absolutely. And you know, a kind of a downfall on, say, my part especially is I'm not good at advertising this, like, because of work and building it. When it comes to advertising and word of mouth and getting it out there, I think that's where I fall.
Really good.
Yeah.
Social media, yeah, I try and do Instagram, and yeah, we try, but it is hard working full time as well.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah, but it is. It's a full-time job doing your Instagram. People, when they send you stuff, you've got to obviously put pictures out. You've got your vlogs to do. You've got setting up of quizzes, and just obviously on your Facebook group, you're still keeping in touch with everyone, and it's a lot to do, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, massive.
Yeah.
But you know what? It all's worth it once you're live and the music's flowing, the drinks are going.
That music start going.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great feeling when you see the comments coming in, and then after the show, you see people's pictures and videos.
I love the pictures and the videos.
Yeah, love that.
So who? Obviously, you've mentioned a few names. Who are your biggest standout fans? Would you say of your bingo or quizzes and everything? Who? Does anyone stand out? Go on, name a few.
There's a few.
Daily Disney girls, because they're always posting videos.
Yeah, this is you know,
three girls
they
live together,
2 friends.
Oh, they just love it, don't they?
Every week they are filming the Insta stories. They've all got their drinks in hand. They're singing along. They're partying, and that's the exact vibe. And they're all on it. They're all on the app. You can see in the videos. Each of them have got their own Rockstar going on. And you know what? They actually made a vlog. And Claire watched it as well, and they actually mentioned that they haven't won yet. They're so desperate to win, and they've been playing every week.
Yeah. They cancelled the night out for dinner to play bingo.
Yeah.
Do you have a set number of players? Like, you know, if you're gonna reach about 40, but like for those folks that can't win a bingo game, I wonder if you need a little competition within the competition, like an Instagram photo contest, just to give 3 more spots away to get engagement, let people that just didn't have luck, but now can put their photos on the line, right? Like tell us why, write us, you know, like people would get people to write a paragraph, tell us why you should be in it or something, right? Because this music bingo thing is very random. So it's maybe skill or cheating, but it's mostly luck.
Yeah. No, and you know what? You're absolutely right, because come the 65 tune mark, and that's when most games are won, like Full House. If you literally, someone will call bingo, and then a fraction of a second. So you're absolutely right about the luck. They're just right there. I mean, just spitballing ideas, especially for engagement. Potentially, what if during the next bingo or even a spontaneous one, everyone who takes a photo or a video of themselves and tags us all in and so on and so forth and shares it, gets an entry into just spitballing.
We'll get loads of photos. Or we can pick like 3 or something.
That's a good idea.
You'll have to be careful because you've already put the rules in play, and the families that have already won, they're probably like, whoa. The odds change from 40 to 60 now, so there's dance around that carefully. But if everybody's really there for the community, I don't know. You just
I think
gotta sell it.
Yeah, the satellite. We've got one golden buzzer left, which Jen's gonna do, and but there is so many deserving people that should go through. Like one that comes to mind straight away. They're another YouTuber, absolutely fantastic content, and he recently was in hospital and now he is home.
Who's that?
I don't want to say any names, but
I'm trying to work out who it is.
Yeah, they've gone through a real tough time, and they've done a lot as well as making videos that we played during the show. So it's people like that I feel damn, they deserve
I've
this
got a couple
spot.
that I'd want to give golden buzzers to, but it's hard.
Yeah.
So hard.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
everyone that's been chosen so far, there's a reason why they're in there, but it's hard, like Jen just said, because there's so many that all have stories, and I really feel that this community that we're part of, this is largely a bunch of people that have been through a seriously tough time, but they love Florida, and they get the whole life's too short, do what makes you happy, life's to live in attitude. But yeah, if we could somehow think of a way to get some more in, that would be fantastic. If there's an opportunity to do that, I'm all in.
Yeah.
The Hidden Mickey one. Hidden Mickeys, you could do it that way.
Oh, there you go.
Or
Hidden Mickeys.
Yeah.
Even I know what that is. So
Yeah, that's tough. Disscot's last one, I got it wrong.
Yeah.
Nobody got it right.
No one got it. I even put an Amazon voucher on it that no one
No one
got,
got
no
it.
one did.
I get carried away with copy and paste.
Do you know, I'm going to admit this, Disscot, I'm going to say it. We did a spot the difference. So you got your two photos next to each. No, sorry, it was a hidden Mickey. It was a single photo, and there was one Mickey in this photo. And we forgot to put the Mickey in the photo. So it's just a normal picture. And the amount of comments.
Did we forget, Dale? Did we forget? Did we forget, Dale?
So much because we forgot to add it.
Oh,
Yeah, the
It's
many
all
people
part
that
of the
saw
fun.
Mickey and the Hidden Mickey was amazing.
Yeah, I love it. People messaging. We were first.
that's funny.
It's brilliant.
oh. So yeah, obviously it's coming up to your big game. You've maybe got one. Well, you've definitely got one, maybe two, if people are lucky. Before then, do you think you'll carry on hosting bingo? Do you think we'll carry on with quizzes, or do you think that will be the back to normality?
I mean, that's
I want to do a
It's
Christmas
a really
one.
hard one.
Well, I mean,
I
yeah.
really want to do a Christmas one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be fun.
We can't let this go.
I just
It's
think
already
over
in the works.
Over winter, more people do stay in.
Yeah.
So it is a good opportunity to do things.
The,
while
hon-
people are-
the honest truth is, I think if Rockstar Bingo would be happy for us to continue, using this and doing this, and if there's anything that yourselves would like us to help showcase during the
Let's do a
live
New
streams,
Year's party.
that'd be cool. Yeah,
Ooh,
We did that last
See
year.
midnight.
yeah.
that would be fun.
Yeah, I think once the competition is done, it will help us though with the pressure.
Yeah.
It will be eased because it's the logistics sometimes of making sure that everyone who's gone through has abided by the fair dinkum's rules and they're following and sharing and so on and so forth. But take that away, and it's just about the game and the music and the fun. Yeah, I mean, as long as you guys would have us, I would always be up for carrying on, especially when we look to do physical events.
Yeah, so I'll confirm that right here on video and in audio. Keep doing it. That's great. And yeah, I get there's a pressure when the prize is big and people's hopes are on it, especially when people are locked at home and in some cases just all I can picture is when I finally get to go on vacation. So there's like this pressure point, right? But we do our things on Thursdays. It's just here's a $5 drink coupon, here's a Budweiser trucker hat, we give away air guitar strings, and it's the biggest prize. Like it's a sandwich bag that says air guitar strings on it, and then it's got a sticker that says comes with a free air guitar pick. So it's just nothing, right? That's the best prize. People lose their minds over that. Then they photo with it. So
when he says a sandwich bag, it's not just like one of those ones you get in a roll from the supermarket. It's like a nice branded Rockstar night. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want it. Everyone they lose their minds. God, forget the villa and stuff. We want this.
Maybe we should add that to the prize.
Oh, that would be so funny.
They're easy to make.
Yeah. Oh no,
I love that this went from an idea into the app, and when you really think about it, how many people around the world have now experienced Rockstar Bingo and played along and had fun and just forgot all their dramas for, even if it's just for an hour, you know, and that's what I absolutely love about this. And you know, it's got huge potential. There's so many places it can be played, and you know, it's only doing one thing. It's growing from where it was when we first started to where it is now. It's only on the up.
Yeah. Well, if you ever go and visit Claire up in Scotland, you'll have to take a detour to Stirling, because I mean that's like the biggest party music bingo we've seen. They're like a student night out, a student pub, and oh my gosh, they're all around the table singing along. That'd be amazing.
So cool.
There we go. We'd love that.
Let's do it.
Claire, get ready.
Okay, I'll go to the airport now.
Oh well, I mean, we're coming up to an hour now. It's been great chatting to you guys, and as always, we love you hosting Music Bingo. You've done a great job of hosting Rockstar Bingo and getting the word out there for us. I mean, you've been one of the first hosts, so thank you from us for being a good ambassador for Rockstar Bingo. It's been great working with you guys.
No, we've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been great fun. Really good fun.
Yeah.
And a lot of the feedback early on is like shaped the product for sure. It's, I mean, the whole lobby thing and kicking people in and out. I don't even, how often do you actually use that? Because I'm curious. Did you have to, or is it just the notion that you could?
Our friend, didn't he? Like our friend Chris, he doesn't live near us at all, but he'd log in and he'd be our helper to kick people out before anyone.
Yeah, because that's, I mean, I think the largest crowd that we had was, I think, 350 players. I think.
Yeah, 400, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that was like in, you know, lockdown time. So we needed help with the lobby. So yeah, as Jen rightly said, our friend Chris helps, and it's almost before we even start the game, we've got Claire and Chris going through the list and booting people. You know, people make the same mistakes. They put a weird name in it. You know, it's not right for our crowd. So just get. But then in fairness, so the moment that we start the bingo, we actually don't add anyone else.
Yeah,
No.
Music.
Well, we usually add them for the first 5 songs and then stop.
Yeah. They've had their chance to get in.
But the admit all at the top is such a difference. It's like so much. See, when you had like 300 people trying to join and they admit all with at the bottom, and it's like, we keep jumping down.
Oh.
Yeah, we should have that.
It's just such a cool idea, and I still can't believe that I was talking about, you know, I'd love to do a bingo, and then a week later the email come through. I couldn't freaking believe it. I really couldn't. And obviously telling Claire, look, we can't talk about this. I'm going to tell you about it. We can't talk about it.
Like, look at this.
Yeah, and if you talk, then you owe me a Joffrey's.
Yeah, but now we need to get Sean a Joffrey's, because I mean he's got to experience it.
Yeah, I feel like
I smoke as the best.
Yeah, I think I've been to Joffrey's. I've been to Disney World like 8 times, so I'm sure I have.
Well, they're all over.
Never thought much about it. Yeah.
I think it was after watching Claire, wasn't it? Iced mocha.
Iced mocha.
Iced mocha, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a neat. It's neat to have met you folks, because even just how I met Gemma was all pandemic, COVID offshoot. Everything about it, like building the app, was something I wanted to do 4 years ago, and then just didn't, and then I did, and now we've turned it into its own company. And so, like, what's next? It's been such a weird, awesome year, and part of that was just keeping busy and then just watching this stuff go. Like, I think you folks still have the biggest audiences of anybody. Most games are 30 to 80 people, right? That's a good pub size, and so you guys keep testing the limits too on, and you know, it's good. It's good.
Well,
but yeah, the next step is big. Go ahead. Sorry.
It'll be interesting over winter.
Over winter, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, with more.
I think people are expecting this winter not to be great, and they're more probably staying in at the moment. So yeah, I think maybe Christmas or New Year's.
Yeah.
We should do a New Year's.
I mean, thing. I think it's literally. I don't think it was ever a case of people not wanting to play because they're bored of it. It's just because they were physically away and they couldn't play. So put them in an environment where it's like, oh yeah, we can join in, we can do this. Then you'll see players go back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. This winter will be similar to last year, but now people are going to be hungry for being busy. So yeah, I think we'll see.
Yeah.
Someone has a dog very close to a microphone. Am I the only person hearing that?
It's
you,
my
Gemma?
dog again. He's just woken up. We had this conversation on our work call earlier, Sean. You weren't there.
I wasn't there.
So I've got headphones on and I can't hear him, and he's been fast asleep. And I've just seen that he's moved behind me and he's going.
Oh.
So that's Oslo, my dog. He likes to be involved.
I love it.
Sorry about that.
No, and you know what? I know I've done like most of the talking. Apologies, everybody. But honestly, none of this would be possible without Claire and the amount of work that she puts in whilst obviously working as well.
You probably talk more than me. Like, I live with you.
Do you know, I don't speak to anybody else in the world more than Dale.
Yeah.
And I've never actually met him in person. You know, like, see, if my phone goes and it's Dale. If my phone goes and it's Dale, and it's the Get Binky ringtone, my mum will just go. Because she knows that'll be it for an hour.
Sorry.
So here's a question for you. Like, why aren't you all meeting in person to do that last show? Or are you? Because you're all on the same chunk of land, right? It's a train.
Yeah. Well,
with
what's stopping you?
8-9 hours though.
Is it 9 hours?
Yeah.
I live in Canada. Everything's 9 hours. So to us,
we had plans to go actually to visit Claire in Scotland for the Halloween, but that was also part of going to a show. Like I won't again mention names, but he's got a very similar name to me.
Very
he decorated his entire house with lights. It's a phenomenal light show what he's done for his property, and the intention was for us to all go, and he was going to basically put on a show there. But due to some circumstances, it wasn't appropriate for us to go at this time. So we do have plans to go visit Disscot, of course, and Disscot's going to come down to us.
Come down to us as well, yeah.
We're going to take her to Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And go to Fort Park, and hopefully Gemma and her partner's going to come as well.
Yeah, exciting.
And then maybe we'll just do a spontaneous Rockstar bingo from Fort Park.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Let's see where that gets us.
Do it.
Yeah, totally. Cool. Should we give it a wrap there, Gemma?
Yeah, I think
It's
yeah.
late for you folks, right? Getting there.
Yes, 8 o'clock. So yeah, sorry to keep you so late, guys, but no, it's been great chatting to you as always, and see you for Cheesy Bingo on Saturday.
Yeah, can't wait.
See you later, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Bye.
What a great podcast.
That was the easiest ever, right? We didn't have to say anything.
Oh no, I love it. They've got so many stories from their bingos, so it's great to hear all about them and what goes on behind the Get Binky bingo.
Yeah, I wasn't kidding when like a lot of they were early and the biggest crowd, so it allowed us to push the limits and learn from it.
Yeah.
So I always feel like a bad guy when I'm pushing back with why we can't do something, but we just have to keep sticking with the purpose of it. It's just a couple of lines. Once you cross them, you can't go back. So it's always a wrestling. It's weird being a product owner / funder / but also using it.
Yeah. But no, we'll be back for episode 6 maybe in a couple of weeks. See who we can have next on the show.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Well, with that, we'll see you till next time.
See you next time.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.